Oops.
Welcome to the Dog Chug. We got Roger and Yvette back from being canceled, essentially. Welcome, Yvette.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. And you guys, I have a quick, surprise for you guys. Are you ready?
Yes. Dog Chug. Whoa.
Whoa. I made a Dog Chug mug for the night. Dog Chug. What do you guys think?
I think
my goodness, I got to get one of those.
Yeah. I know.
That's amazing.
Holidays are right around the corner, Yvette. That might be a good tip. Just saying.
I know. I mean, I don't know who else could use a Dog Chug mug, but the Dog Chug.
Well, we're so excited to have you on. We have a bunch of fun stuff, but first we have two guys that wanted to come say hi. We have a super cool Browns fan and then Steelers douche. Which one do you want to start with?
Bring on the douche. Bring on the douche.
Yeah. Right, I like it. Save the best for last.
Yes.
Sorry to the Dog Chug fans. You had to suffer through him a couple weeks ago, and now he's back to be more annoying. Welcome back to the Dog Chug.
I love that Yvette picked me first. You picked me first for a reason, and you know it.
What's the reason?
Because she loves me. You know that. I'm converting her to the Steelers fan in the next 6 months, guaranteed.
What did I tell you before you come on? Don't be a loser.
I am a loser. I can't not be a loser. He's a
Steelers fan. He can't help it. He's naturally a loser.
He actually has a lot in common with you, though, because he routinely gets his account deactivated.
All the time.
Yeah, I got you. And listen, who's this Mel girl? What am I fighting about? What battle?
Oh my God! Hi, Mel. Hi. I hope you're watching. Oh wait, you don't watch podcasts because they're so stupid, just like you.
They are stupid.
I'm gonna take that back. No, she's mean. She's a bully. She's a mean bully. Like one of those behind the trolls. Her name's Milk Dud something. Calling her out straight out. She has me blocked or whatever. She's just a troll. And most of the time I don't say anything, but it's continuous. And if you don't believe me, go to her page, look through her replies, and look and see what kind of stuff she writes. And I know she attacks Nick Carnes. I know she attacks a lot of people. Like, you have to have something better than be mean all day. Like, look at this Steelers fan loser. I'm sure he doesn't sit online and bully people. Do you? Steelers fan loser?
I mean, that's kind of his MO.
I fucking love Nick Carnes, man. I will fight you right now in front of everybody for Nick Carnes.
He's actually really nice to Browns fans. It's Steeler fans that he has a problem with.
Yeah, they suck.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do.
No, not all of us. Just the ones on Twitter. It's fine.
Yeah. No, so we're just saying boo to bullies. So yeah, I'm not here for online bullying like that. And I'm just kind of like Roger. I'm at this point now. If you have something to say it to my face. You know where I live? I live in Youngstown. I'm over it. Like, I want to start battling old school, not behind the computer, face to face. I'm not threatening anybody. This is not a threat. Twitter, please do not suspend me. This is just saying a friendly.
All right.
Let's see it to each other.
Any issues with Yvette? Go south to Youngstown, and you can find her down there, and you can say it right to her face.
You know what? Just DM me your exact address. I got this.
I need to butt in here.
Yeah.
I love you remember when Myles Garrett was like getting 15-yard penalties and hitting people and fighting on the field, and it all escalated to where he smashed Mason Rudolph in the head. And at that time, he was training with MMA fighters, And that's really when he had that spurt where he was being really violent on the football field. Well, I think, when we met Yvette, she was sweet and kind, and she didn't fight with him. Ever since she's been hanging around with me and Dog Chug, she's just got this nasty streak in her now. Now she's ready to go. And I think it's a little bit watching the gangsters, doing the gangster thing. It's got you toughened you up a little bit. So
I have broken bad. Just call me Heisenberg, okay?
I'm not complaining.
That's my new attitude. You see, I like to talk like this too. Since I watched The Sopranos, I'm gonna start telling people off.
Hey, you know where I was yesterday? Briarstown. Is it Briarstown?
I haven't seen that. Is that?
No. In Youngstown, Briarstown to Little Italy.
Oh yeah.
I was there on Tuesday.
Briar Hill.
Briar Hill.
Yes.
Briar Hill. I was there on Tuesday.
That's
Yeah.
major part where that I don't we won't get sidetracked here, but
Yeah.
that's where the mob started.
That
I mean,
was
not
that
the
was
mob, but the Youngstown mob, which was connected. If you guys
right.
hadn't known, Cleveland and Pittsburgh. And I just want to say this. I put something up about the mob because I'm like redoing all my old shit. Hey, but someone was like, "Oh my god, like nobody cares about the Youngstown mob because the mob's like only in like Chicago, New York." Like, okay. But if nobody cares, then why do they have a podcast? Why are they making a movie? You don't know anything. Like, do your history. Anyways, sorry.
Wow.
All right. So Jay,
Cool.
you're
Well,
back
listen,
on the dog jug.
what was
Well,
Sopranos?
Ed's
It was
not here to
25
talk
years
over
ago?
everybody and take everything. So that has to be
You're
me.
just,
I'm Ed today.
you're just now figuring out Sopranos 25 years later.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
It's
spoil anything.
it's still a show a lot of people love, and new people are discovering it. We should be encouraging that. Everyone go check out
We
Sopranos if
encourage
you
it.
haven't.
Where's Ed at?
Ed is off this week. He'll probably be on in like 15 minutes because he
You
can't
just
stay away.
commented. He
Yeah.
just commented at you.
He actually said, "Who is
Oh.
this Ross wannabe?"
Is,
I
is this
don't
show?
even want to
Can
be
this
here.
show?
If Ed's not here. Come
Oh.
on, Ed. He told me to say that.
All right. What you wanted to come back on the dog jug, Jay? What's going on? We kicked your ass last time. You promised you were going to do a beer jug if the Steelers lost because you didn't think that was going to happen, and you didn't do it. So I just wanted to check.
I didn't do it because I just got back. So what time did I have to do it? So I don't know the answer to your question. 3 days after beating an actual good team like the Ravens, we were just slow out the gate. Browns took advantage of it, and Jameis Winston came out just like Joe
I'm not
Flacco came out
asking
last
for your
year.
excuses, your weak excuses why you lost. I'm just saying, why didn't you do what you said you would do if you lost? Are you?
Sorry,
are
you
you?
glitched.
Do
I
you
didn't hear you there. What did you say?
routinely your bets when you make a bet with someone? Do you typically not pay up?
I have to pay for my own ticket to a Browns game next year.
Right. But you also said you were going to chug a drink, and you didn't do that. So,
All right, let's do it.
oh, you're going to chug now? Okay. Is that why you're here tonight?
Yes. I just opened this. It's a pounder too. It's big. It's a big boy one.
Well, here you are
So
with that Miller
congratulations
Lite
on your
again.
last win, but Sunday's going to be a whole nother scenario, man. A whole week to train. Jameis Winston's a crazy person. He's like Antonio Brown of the Cleveland Browns. Like it's not going to make any sense, but you're just going to choke out Sunday. We'll split this 1-1 like we do every year. You've lost 20 straight in Pittsburgh. Is it 20? 20 or 21? It's about to be 21.
Only obsessed people count those type of numbers.
There's something.
And listen, let me ask you this. The snow globe game, it was such a beautiful game, and you guys all why are you building a dome? Why are you building a dome in Cleveland?
Because
Like,
the owner wants to build a dome.
But are you guys massive vaginas that you need to like stay inside and like have a dome?
No.
You're not in Florida,
I am.
for Christ's sake.
You might.
Christ's sake.
Yeah, you actually have one.
Well,
I do.
you're sitting on you guys sit there at the point of two rivers and the sewage dump, run together, and you're not in balmy Arizona yourself. Look at he's chugging Miller Lite. It's like a glass of water.
Good job.
That's for you, buddy.
All right. Well, you've owned up, even though you're supposed to do it that night. But I appreciate you coming on. Do you have anything else you want to say while you're here? Because we got to move this along.
All right. I got you. Listen, real quick. Roger, you're like my father that didn't molest me. Andy, you're like the cousin that didn't molest me. And Yvette, how you doing, baby?
Yvette,
come talk to me one day. All right. We'll make this Browns Steelers thing happen. All right.
All right.
Kick me off before you guys lose ratings.
Yeah, I thought you were already been kicked off by now.
Later.
All right.
If
you
you guys
Sunday
win,
night.
If you guys win on Sunday, I'll chug a beer and post it. Okay.
All right. We'll double or nothing on this. Come to Cleveland and watch a game thing.
Go Browns. All right.
Browns.
Thank God. It's just so he tries so hard. It's very lame.
I mean, they all do. All Steelers fans.
All right, we got one more great guest, better guest. We did save the best for last. Everyone that knows Eddie loves Eddie. He's the best. Eddie, welcome back to the Dog Chug.
That guy
Eddie,
sucks.
Eddie.
That guy
Here's
sucks. He's a Steelers fan.
a gentleman right here.
When you make a bet to chug a beer and you lose, do you just wait 2 weeks or do you like?
Well, I had to wait like 7 weeks this year, so we lost like 7 in a row. So I had to wait like a whole 2 months, and then I finally got to come on.
So sad.
And then of course it was Thanksgiving week after we won the snow globe game, so couldn't come on then.
So you're chugging your beer for the Steelers win. I like it.
And then I have one for Roger because he's not a douchebag Michigan fan. He's just a regular fan. He'll talk some shit, but not too much. But they won, so I'm gonna chug for Roger after this one too.
Nice. So you're doing a double chug.
That's right.
And is it Miller Lite or is it real beer?
This is Oktoberfest, Great Lakes Oktoberfest.
All right.
Oh wow!
I would say that counts as real beer.
Exactly.
Is the
You guys drinking Coors Light, but
Hey, we
get
drank
a
a lot.
man's beer. Yeah.
all right.
Here we
Here we go. Here we go.
There you go.
Wait, before I get to chugging, fuck the Steelers. That
Yep.
snow globe game was awesome. That
It was.
comparison of Antonio Brown and Jameis Winston's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But the Steelers
Doesn't
fans,
even make sense. No correlation. I don't get it.
Antonio Brown suffers from
Yeah.
CTE. He suffered several years ago, and he's just a complete idiot. Anyway, this is Jameis winning again.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow, look at that form. That's pretty good.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, pay attention, Yinzer. Get a man's beer and drink it like that.
Yeah, get a man's beer.
I see you. I see you in. Yeah. I see you in the group.
All right, so I think you said you were going to do another one for Roger. Are you going
I'm
to?
gonna do another one.
What? I owe Andy a chug because I wasn't doing a game night. I was sitting in my living room by myself at like 12 o'clock or whenever the hell it ended. And I had to go to work in 4 hours. So what I did is I went out and got the Washington Apple Crown Apple beverage in the can. I've been wanting to try it, and so I'm going to chug one of these.
You
to
are
make
the
up for that.
first person to buy one of those.
Am
Is
I?
that Crown
threw-
Royal?
They threw a party because they
Like-
they finally got a sale and they were so excited.
Hey, I was just called second string Ed in the comments. I'm not Ed. I'm Eddie. I go by that. Thanks.
I don't even know what the alcohol content is on this.
It's probably stronger
be
than
much.
the Steelers fan beer. for
I'm
sure.
hoping. I am 21.
Oh, and I did want to
I don't know.
correct him. We have not won in the regular
But-
season in Pittsburgh, but the last time we played them in the
There we
playoffs.
go.
Go ahead, Roger.
That's when Ben cried. Didn't Ben cry
right.
that time?
There he is.
James, we brought to bring up a good
Why
point.
would you put me back on? I'm just sitting here. Don't.
We did beat you
All
in the
right, what's up?
playoffs back in 2020. I don't know if you remember that, but it was a great game. Ben cried. All right, sorry. He's going to stay on. I'm going to keep bringing it up.
Love it.
How was that, Roger?
Oh, Roger, you
You
just
know
did
what?
Whoa.
It wouldn't be bad as a cocktail like during the summer, but man, is that appley.
Well, yeah, yes. I wouldn't know because I've never had one.
Oh, man.
I mean, I would
It's sweet.
try that. Like, I used to do Washington apples like back in the 90s.
All right, Roger, if we
Where's
beat the Steelers on Sunday, which could happen, if we do, I'm going to chug 4 of those.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I'm going to try and do it in a minute or under.
good luck, Andy. Man, one was rough. That was
I'll
rough,
take
man.
I mean, like,
well, you
how
forget
bad do you
Andy
think
missed-
we're not going to win? It's
Andy
for
missed
4,
several
dude.
winners.
4?
One-
You know what? The booze taste, the Crown is starting to like it hits you. Like you ever have like a sweet and sour, like a candy? Like the booze sneaks up and hits you, the taste of the Crown Royal. Yeah, you're going to, man, I kind of hope the Browns lose for your sake.
Well, I
But the
want
Wait, you
Lord,
said that the
we got
Browns
Jameis and the Lord.
Oh,
We got Jameis and the Lord.
First
So
of all, of course you want the Browns to lose. You're a Detroit Lions fan. You don't care about the Browns anymore.
oh wow.
Oh. Man, you know what, man? Watching the game the other night, that was probably one of the most entertaining Browns games, since Joe Flacco, watching Flacco last year.
It's been such a shitty season, but that game, the Ravens game, and the Steelers
Yeah.
game, they were so much fun. It's a
Right. I
shame.
mean, at this point, just entertain me on Sunday. That's all I want.
Yeah.
You know?
then
Hey,
play
if you
more
answer
often.
a
and
93-yard touchdown bomb with a 75-yard bomb on the very next throw, that's fucking sweet.
And
Right,
Marvin
man.
Mims?
Marvin Mims was out. And Joe, as soon as that
I
happened,
love
Joe
the
was like,
Hey,
he's gone, touchdown. It was a fun game.
I'm gonna tell you guys, in another 10 years, when you're old and crusty like me, you're gonna have to say you're gonna love them, but hate them so much. You're gonna hate them so much. But you still love them, but you throw them out on Thanksgiving. You don't let them have dinner.
what happens
That's
in 10 years when we're still doing this dumb
Because-
show? What happens when I'm crusty, and then what are you going to be like?
Well, I'll still be around, but I'll be really miserable.
Maybe to go in reverse, like Benjamin Button.
Oh, there you
Everyone,
go.
I'm 75 on podcasting.
everyone tune in 10 years. We're going to have a big special where Roger's going to be super miserable. It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. We might have to do it live from the place with the wings.
Yeah, sports page. All right,
Yeah,
sounds like
sports
a good
page,
plan.
that's
Are you gonna chug another beer, Eddie?
Yes, I had to give myself time, and I had to let Roger. But Roger, this one's for you because Ryan Day is a terrible coach. I hate him, and you guys beat our ass 4 straight years. Here's to you, buddy.
Cheers.
Oh, man, go blue. Hail to the victors.
ADJ is posting comments in our private chat instead of posting them in the comment section where everyone can see them.
He's yeah.
You fail at everything, buddy. All right, that was how are you feeling?
Eddie, good
I
job,
feel-
man. Beautiful. How you feeling?
I feel great because
Awesome.
I got to
All
come
right.
back from here. I got to chug 2 beers. I got to see all of you. I got to meet you for the first time.
Oh,
Every time I've supposed to been on a show with you, you
Oh,
have
great.
not been there. So yeah, it's a great evening.
nice. All right,
And
Eddie.
we're creating the good energy for a Browns win.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I might
Eddie's
try
a
to go to
great
that game
guest,
depending on how
man.
much tickets are.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Eddie's a great guest. You got to get him down there at Bougie and get him on one night, man.
I've been on there before.
Man, he writes and he knows his stuff, man. Eddie's a good
I don't write
writer.
right now.
I know you're not
don't
doing
write
it
right
now,
now.
but you did it. I know.
I will.
But,
It would be
yeah,
my
man, you know your
absolute
football.
pleasure.
You just
I
let me know.
absolutely like it. And we're gonna talk about
You're
we
a
have so
little
many other
more-
things coming up too. Like, do you like The Sopranos? Do
I
you
like
like
The
murder
Sopranos.
mysteries?
I like
You can be on that.
WWE. I see you guys talk about that all the time. So yeah,
Nice.
I met your cohorts at SummerSlam. That was cool.
Yes, I remember seeing your picture. Fun.
Hey, you've been out with Lissandro's been on, right?
Yeah, I was on their show. Yvette was not on
Yeah,
there
yeah.
that night.
They
but
were
I-
on the squad, but yeah.
Sorry for the feedback there.
Hey,
All
by
right.
the way, I watched. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Eddie,
Oh,
what
hey,
are
that
your
says bars
predictions?
low in Cleveland. So
Yeah, he's
Great.
What
supposed
is
to be
that
in the
doing?
wrong.
He should
chapter.
be at work. Look at him. He should be at work. He's like the guy that calls in sick and then goes to a ball game.
He's having FOMO. He's having podcast FOMO right now.
All right, so Eddie, what is your prediction for Sunday's game? Will you be chugging a victory beer next Wednesday?
I'll actually chug 2 because when we win, we'll be 2-0 against them. So I'm going to chug 2.
All right,
We're going to win.
Looking forward to that. What's the score going to be?
Oh, that's a great question. That could be anything. I'm going to go 33-26.
33-26. Here first. This isn't just a normal guy. This is a guy that used to write about the Browns, so he knows what
Right.
he's talking about.
Right.
All right, Eddie. Well,
Yeah,
thank you for jumping on.
like I
You
said.
anything left that you want to drop on us as you're on your way out?
Nope. Watch as many Christmas movies as you can this month. The trees are appropriate, and I've seen those in person. They're great. So, yeah, it's Christmas time. So enjoy yourselves.
All right. Well, thank you, Eddie.
Same to you.
we'll see you before
Eddie,
Christmas. but
Eddie,
happy
Eddie,
holidays.
Eddie.
All right. That was
I
fun.
love
That was
Eddie.
fun. Yeah, Eddie.
He's
The
such a
show
great guy.
started like down here, and then it went up. So thanks, Eddie.
Right.
Yeah.
Eddie really picked it up.
Oh man. All right, Roger. You've got a top 10, I believe.
I do have a top 10, and these are no slides, no old school top 10. Top 10 reasons you don't personally threaten to kill somebody on X. All right, here we go. Number 10, after just one guest appearance on Dog Show, you're already red flagged. So you got to be careful. Number 9, the Xbox discovered your Blue Sky account. You don't want the X. They're fucking Nazis, the Xbox. 8, you could have just told Roger first in Chicago Falls that the dude called him a bitch and problem solved. Number 7, it's hard to be bougie when you're burying a body. And it's the lime. If you get lime on a pair of Christian Louboutin pumps, forget about it. Number 6, it's okay to do it if you include a Trump dancing meme. Number 5, be like Nick Carnes and kill them with poetry. Number 4, your Youngstown Mob videos gave you some instant street cred. So you were already on the radar. Number 3, you got at least 30 simps willing to do that shit for you for just one foot pic. You can send them some Alana's pics. Number 2, 1 minute you're in Twitter jail, the next minute Elon has you on Diddy's list. Diddy's list. And the number 1 reason you do not personally threaten to kill someone on X, 2 words, burner account. Get yourself a burner account. That's enough. I'm Roger from Chicago Falls.
Well done.
That was
Holy
awesome.
cow.
I love it.
You got
That
to
was
do
good.
more top 10s.
Yeah.
I love when that does it, but we need more Roger top 10s. All right. Well, one of the favorite things I love about Bougie Sports is that you guys love to play games over there. You have fun. I think podcasts should be fun. We try and emulate you, and we're going to try and have some fun right now. So we're going to play a little game.
Woo! Yeah. Wait,
So-
do I need another beer? Because if so, I'll run and grab one real quick.
You do not need a beer for this
Okay.
game, unless you want one. But it's
No,
totally up to
I'm
you.
good.
All right.
I mean, I'm not.
We'll never.
We have a
We
big
would never
prize.
prevent you from having one.
We have a big prize for this game, which I'm very excited to announce. But first, I'm going to explain the game because it's important to know the rules. Yvette, you were, canceled. Your account that you built years and it had tens of thousands of followers was taken off. I don't approve of what they did. I think suspension was worthy, but it didn't need to go to the blowing up the account, having to start over. I thought that was bullshit. Speaking my mind, but that's what happened, and now you're rebuilding your account. So you've gone through the whole cancel thing. So we're gonna play the Yvette cancel game. I'm gonna name people that had, and then you're gonna have to tell us were they canceled or were they not canceled. And then if you can remember why they were canceled, you're gonna get bonus points. And if you get enough points, you're gonna win the grand prize.
All right.
The grand prize. I'm excited to announce. You're going to get to go on a date with Eddie.
Yes.
Eddie, don't look too excited. Come on. Make it look good for the dog. We got to get into this.
I know.
Look, I was just getting ready to have a sandwich.
So. At least he wasn't coming out with Miller Lite like the Steelers fan.
Hey, Miller Lite's not a terrible beer, but it's not one I'm coming to dog chug to chug.
So we got to see if you win, though, because if you don't win, you're not going to get the date, unfortunately. And,
hey, can you explain the rules quick again so I can?
We're going to name celebrities, and then Yvette's going to have to tell us if they were canceled, and then she's going to have to see if she can remember why they were canceled. And extra credit if you can tell us if they got their career back on track, because that's always fun.
Okay.
Let me start with Michael Richards, better known as Kramer from Seinfeld. Was he canceled?
Yes, canceled. Use the N-word.
Oh, that's correct. And did he get his career back?
No, I don't think so.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
That is correct. Eddie, you are this close, this much close going on a date with Yvette. What about Janet?
You know what Matt DeYinzer's going to be at me?
Why is that?
Because he's not included a chance for a date.
I mean, he can ask Yvette out himself.
He has terrible game.
It was not very smooth. And he was hitting on Mel. He was hitting on Mel earlier.
Oh God.
No.
Very pathetic. All right, Janet Jackson did she get canceled for something?
She got canceled, yes. After the Super Bowl when Justin Timberlake took off her nipple tassels, which he should have got canceled for, not her. Did she ever get her career back? No.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, what about the actress Winona Ryder?
Did she get canceled for stealing? But that was a long time ago before canceling came out. I'm going to say no, she never was canceled.
She did shoplift, and it grossly affected her career.
It did?
Where she lost out on roles for shoplifting. So stupid.
Yes. That was a cry for help.
Jay was he shoplifts all the time. He doesn't understand. What about Hugh Grant?
Yes. he was canceled for getting a blowjob in the back seat from a hooker.
Wow, that is
Oh,
correct.
very
Did
specific.
he get his career back? I
don't.
mean, he's
He
still in
was
a ton of
he did
movies.
small
So
roles,
I
but
mean,
that,
it depends
that was
on.
like at the 4 Weddings and a Funeral time. He was big. He was big time then. Now he's just kind of a character actor here and there. You see him every once in a
Yeah,
while. So no.
but I mean, I guess that could go both ways.
What about Mel Gibson?
Yeah, of course he got canceled because he used a Jewish slur, didn't he?
He did,
Yeah.
and he had a very, very strange recorded phone call with his then wife.
Yes.
Which, if you haven't heard that one, you should go look it up on YouTube. It's hilarious. All right. What about O.J. Simpson? Ooh.
I mean, he murdered. He got canceled
relax.
because he murdered someone.
That is correct.
He never did get his career back, I don't think.
No, he did not. And then
He murdered two
finally,
people. I'm sorry, Ron Goldman. Let's not
what
forget
about
Ron.
the famous actor Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, I think he got canceled.
He did. Do you
Did he
remember
do
why?
blackface?
No. It was just because there were rumors that he was what's that thing when you're with the what was the threat? A communist. He was a communist. And then there was also some extramarital affairs or something. But yeah, he got taken out. So you got everyone right. So the date is on. So
I could tell you a lot more people that got canceled too.
yeah,
Give me 5. A bonus 5.
Okay, Kevin Spacey got canceled.
yes.
You don't count. You don't count.
Why?
I think
No,
wasn't
you
it
can't say yourself.
little boys that pretty sure sexual thing.
Who?
Kevin Spacey, the
Kevin
actor.
Oh,
Spacey,
yeah,
he's
he got
a
canceled.
great actor. He's totally canceled.
Yeah, he got canceled. That's 1.
All right.
Stassi Schroeder from Vanderpump Rules got canceled.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but okay.
She did. This is all happened after 2020. A lot of people got canceled. Chris Harrison from The Bachelor got canceled.
What was? Yeah. Why? Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
He said something. Didn't he say something on a podcast or
No, there was a contestant on The Bachelorette that went to some kind of party in the South, and she was dressed
an
up in like a
antebellum
Southern
party, and he
Yeah.
made a.
And he said it wasn't a big deal or whatever, so they canceled him.
And now the show's as popular as ever with the new guy.
Oh, that's 3.
Yeah, Jesse Palmer. I haven't watched it since then.
Okay.
Let's see who else got canceled. Oh, come on. There's Mel Gibson, we said, got canceled. I could say more people from Bravo, but
What about Martha Stewart?
No.
Sure about that?
she's still making money.
So she got canceled for insider trading and some other
She went
allegations.
to jail for that. She didn't get canceled for that. She got more street cred because of that. Snoop Dogg fucks with
Her
her.
career was doing shitty for a while, but then she got it back.
I don't think she got canceled. She just went to
Yeah,
jail.
for a while.
I mean, she got canceled by process of elimination because she's not in our presence. She's in jail.
When she got out of jail, her career was struggling, and then she rallied and got it back. She went to
Then
comedy.
she was on the cover of
whole
Sports
thing.
Illustrated, Andy. I know you have it. I seen it at your house.
And then last but not least, ADJ.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
He got
And,
canceled for fighting with Steeler fans for being
And
a troll.
Antonio Brown. He got canceled.
ADJ, the guy that was on here, got suspended and canceled because he was fighting with his own kind.
Who did? Who did?
APJ, always positive J got
No,
canceled.
I meant ADJ.
Oh.
Sorry about that. APJ's he's on the straight and narrow. Hasn't done anything cancelable. Anyway, that is the cancel game.
He's a douchebag.
Date's on. Eddie, where are you gonna take the lovely Yvette on your date?
I don't know anything about Youngstown, so she's gonna have to tell me where to go, and we'll make it happen.
Wow, well, that's not the right way of handling that. You know what?
She
Let's
can pick
talk
what's
offline so I
happening in
can-
Youngstown. I've been in Youngstown one time in my life, and I went to watch a high school basketball game that featured 2 Pennsylvania teams playing for the right to go to the state championship. So I don't know anything there. So wherever the best restaurant is that has great steak, let's go there.
Do you like Italian food?
I like Italian. I like steak. I like most any food.
Well, way to make it about you, by the way.
Well, he was the pick.
All right. Well, Eddie,
It'll
this is
get
super exciting.
Ed's
Can't
down
wait to
for
hear all about it. When you go on the stage, you can go on her podcast and tell all the audience about how amazing it was.
That would be great content.
Yes, it will. All right.
Ed's down for a couple Burger King snack wraps and a Mountain Dew. He don't give a shit. He's down. He's ready to go.
I don't like Burger King. I get it every now and then. I'm not getting snack wraps with Mountain Dew. I don't drink Mountain Dew.
I thought we had the snack wrap conversation. I thought you were
I like snack wraps, but I don't go to Burger King and I don't drink Mountain Dew at all. So,
Yvette, do you like a guy that can hit the bullseye in a dartboard?
Yeah, sure.
Well, then Eddie might be your guy because he's takes it very serious.
I am good at darts. So,
all right. Well, Eddie, we look forward to the date. We look forward to coming on Wednesday and chugging the beers. There's so many great things to look forward to. So I can't wait. Thank you for coming on and being better than Jay.
Of course, I'm a Brown fan. I'm always better.
Peace out. Okay. Wow, that was exciting. Good job on the game. As always, you're an amazing game contestant. Roger, thanks for doing all the research for that game. He figured out all of the celebrities.
I put hours and hours into this thing.
I love.
Jerry says, "Roger, wake up, Roger." All right. Well, let's get to
the Washington apple. Maybe it's too much.
Let's get to a little spit, sip, chug, and we're gonna do spit, sip, chug on the fly because I was underprepared today. But I want to start with, I think, if you'd asked this question to Browns fandom a month ago, you might get a different answer than today. So at the end of this season, let's say we get 2 more wins for the rest of the year. Should this team bring back? They should bring back Kevin Stefanski. That's the spit, sip, chug. Roger, we'll start with you. You're allowed to sip.
I'm chugging on it. Of course they bring back Kevin Stefanski.
Okay. Very convincing.
Just, man, the body of work overall, the quarterbacks, the hands he's been dealt, the things he's had to deal with. This guy's had to go in front of the microphone and take it all, and Jameis Winston is Jameis Winston, man. He's a number 1 overall bust. I had a guy arguing with me about that. Oh, he's been in the league 10 years. Well, I mean, fuck, man. Anybody that can throw a football, decent can play backup quarterback in the NFL, man. It's one of the greatest jobs in the world. Kevin Stefanski, you give him his, you know what? Give me 1 year with Kevin Stefanski with his quarterback. Let him pick a quarterback and let me see what he does then. And then you can judge Kevin Stefanski because he's been dealt a lot of shitty quarterbacks and he's won some football games with them. So.
All right. I am going to go next. And I think I've never given up on Kevin, but I was a little more critical than I think I am now. This team was what? They came into this game 3-6 and they played their asses off. That's a good sign for the coach. And I'm not sitting here saying I want Kevin to be here for the next 5 years for sure because he's the greatest. I want to see next year improve dramatically, or I think I'm going to start having some big time problems, but you got to give him next year. Unfortunately, next year is just going to be a weird untangling the knot of the Deshaun Watson contract. And I don't know how they're going to do that. So it might be a challenging year next year. At least I'm anticipating that it might, but bring back Kevin. Let's evaluate on another year. So I am chugging. I think I'm chugging. Yvette.
Yes, I am definitely chugging. I would never, ever, ever take Kevin Stefanski away from my girl. So he needs to stay here in Cleveland. My problem with Kevin Stefanski this whole year was that he was being a little bitch. And I want to see him man up a little bit. You're a 2-time coach of the, can we say the F word? 2-time coach of the fucking year, dude. Act like it. Don't act like a little pussy bitch in front of the thing like, We're looking at you as fans to go and be the voice for this team. You're only as strong as your leader. You're supposed to be the leader, Kevin. Discipline your fucking team. Do the things one thing about the Steelers is you think the shit that goes on in the locker room on the field goes on in the Steelers locker room in the field. Mike Tomlin does not let that shit happen. I want him to just man up a little bit. That's all. And I don't think it's cute that people are like, oh, he's let the Haslams talk for him. I think that he should have maybe said, well, I know they might have had him by the balls, but I think he had enough that he could have said what he really felt. And if he really thinks Deshaun Watson is the best option for the team, then that's not. I don't know if he believes that, but that's so Chug, yes. But I still think he's a great coach. You know, that's just my problem with him.
Yeah, and I think that's completely fair. Just because you support someone doesn't mean you have to like everything about them. Twitter. So right. I appreciate your answer. And let's move on to statement number 2. And I'm just gonna look. Eddie threw out a good one there. The Cavs will have 3 All-Stars this year. Well, yeah, I mean, geez, if we stay healthy, then absolutely.
Ooh, good one.
I think Mobley's really stepped up his game. I think what's his face? Oh my God, Garland is playing, exceptional. And then obviously, Spiders, like our best player, is a perennial all-star. So I think you're going to get 3 guys for sure. And I am chugging. Yvette.
I'm absolutely chugging. I mean, why not 4? That's how I'm feeling. We have the same team, and they're just getting better. They're, the best team in the East, and yeah, absolutely. And Donovan Mitchell, for sure.
Good player. Roger.
I'm chugging. Hey, Ed's not here, but we already know they got a bench, right? Lissandra's not here, but we know they got a bench. I see, you know what? Why not 4? You got Karis LeVert, you got Okoro on the way he plays defense, and D Wade. Why not 4? I think who the glue of that team is Allen. Just watching, he's. I like Mobley, Allen, Garland, and Mitchell to be the 4 All-Stars, man. Because Allen really is the glue that holds that team together, man. The way he works underneath and in the paint. So I'm going with the vet, and I got 4 too.
All right. Okay, statement number 3. The Browns have to give Jameis Winston a 3-year contract extension. And let's say they got to pay him. Let's say that comes in at like, I don't know, $24 million for 3 years. And guaranteed. We'll put that little caveat on there. Yvette?
I'm chugging. Because what else are you going to do? I mean, hold on. Let me check it first.
Chug it.
Jameis Winston gives this team the best chance, not Deshaun Watson. We've already seen that. I don't think that Jameis Winston, of course, we're not looking to him to be our future quarterback. We know that this is going to be another rebuilding stage, but I don't know if our quarterback's in the next draft. So, and we still don't know what they're doing with Deshaun Watson. That's still up in the air. So, yeah, I think at this point, pay Jameis Winston, bring him back on the team. And if we draft someone, there's Jameis Winston to help them. And yeah, I think that he's a great leader for the team. And that to me is so important. And you could tell that everybody likes him and respects him. And we need someone that commands respect to get these guys. Because like we said we know that Kevin Stefanski is not getting the respect from these guys. So they need to play for someone. And I feel like they're playing for Jameis because they like him and they want to win. So yeah.
All right, Roger.
Just say it again. Give it to me again. The statement.
All right, they have to re-sign him to a 3-year contract extension at $24 million guaranteed.
Jameis Winston.
Yes. Oh, that looks like a chug.
Wait, I'm sipping.
Oh, that was a pretty big sip.
I was just thirsty. I'm sipping. I love Jameis Winston, man. I do. And he is good for the culture. And this has nothing to do with Jameis Winston or with everything that you just said, Yvette. The dude's exciting. I love that he's going to go back and man, he threw that pick six and he didn't give a shit. He come right back out and he's throwing the football down the field, and I love it. But I think there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks out there available. Kirk Cousins had a miserable Saturday or Sunday this past week. He's up and down, but he's a guy that Kevin Stefanski knows and knows well. If they're going to get a bridge quarterback or bring a veteran in, you're talking about like right now, right this minute, lock them down, right?
Right.
I'm sipping because I think there's going to be some other options available in the offseason, and the Browns may want to change the entire quarterback room altogether. Because these two guys were brought in with DTR was retained and say or Winston because they were not a threat to Deshaun Watson. Primarily, you know what I mean? Opposed to a Joe Flacco or whatever. Man, Jameis is exciting. It's going to be fun the rest of the year every Sunday. But I don't know if I want to go through that an entire season next year of, you know, basically 500 football at best because he's going to have one game where he's throwing 3 picks and another game where he's throwing 3 touchdowns back and forth. I'm just sipping because I think they're going to wait and see and maybe give Kevin Stefanski a chance to decide what quarterback he wants. So
Right.
that's why I'm sipping.
I think I'm going to take this one pretty similar to Roger, actually. I think the bar's been set, and we need to at least, like, it's got to be Jameis Winston or bust. They either have to have an option that they like a little bit better, or
right.
We can't go worse
comparable,
Winston.
Yeah.
Comparable, better. I mean, draft someone, bring in a guy that, you have a little more confidence in. I don't even know what the budget of the Cleveland Browns quarterback is going to be next year. So there's so many variables. But I think, like, let's pump the brakes a little bit, get to the offseason, and then pick the best option. He knows Cleveland. I think he's been on some pretty bad teams and some pretty bad situations with coaches that were being fired. Yeah. So he might like the stability of this locker room. It seems like he's having a lot of fun anyway. And I'm having a hell of a lot of fun watching him play. The problem is, he's on a good team. He's probably like a 9-8 quarterback, like Roger said, because you're going to get the good with the bad. And that's probably why he's not going to make the big bucks, even though he's, he had the best game in Cleveland Browns history as far as passing yards, which
is man. I mean, he's
so he's got unbelievable talent. Just unfortunately, he throws the ball to the wrong team a little too often.
I said he's the Happy Gilmore of football.
Hey,
that's what it reminds me of.
I'll start going back to church on Sundays if it helps with the Lord and the pick sixes. I will.
Right.
And you know what? I'm going to say this: if it is Jameis Winston next year, I'm not going to be pissed about it. You know what I mean? Because it is comparable to a Kirk Cousins or a whoever might be available at that price range. I'm not going to be upset if it is Jameis. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be some fun football every other Sunday.
And the most important thing is, like, to have a guy like Judy on a team where the quarterback can't get him the ball. How miserable must that feel when you watch every other NFL game? The great wide receivers are getting these huge passes and you're stuck on this bum team. So you need to get a guy that can get the ball out fast, that can throw for some yards, throw some touchdowns. So again, I think, like, he has to be the minimum. I love watching him, so I'll be happy if they bring him back. But I do hope they have a plan B as well. But that's, anytime you don't have an established franchise quarterback, that's what you're going to need. So, I think we're all pretty much on the same page. But I am going to let's do with Roger, and I'm going to have a big sip, not quite chug, not quite a little sip.
A sug.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right. Eddie said the Guardians will make a big splash in free agency. Now, I don't have a big opinion on this. I'm sure Roger does. What do you think about this one, Yvette?
I know.
With the Guardians?
Yeah, will they make a big splash this free agency?
I don't think it's going to be a big splash. I think they're going to concentrate on pitching and guys that are controllable. Man, the market's crazy right now. I would say they're I'm going to sip a medium splash. How about that? They are going to, there will be activity. They will make some moves, but I would say medium splash because they're smart and they're calculating, and it'll be somebody they have some control over. But they will do something. I think they'll bring a lot of veteran arms into the camp and give them guys that want a job I think you're going to see that in Arizona this spring ball. Yeah.
So it won't be super exciting to the casuals out there, but the team will get better. I like it, Roger.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
agree.
They will spend money. They have a history of spending money. They did it in 2016 when they had a solid core, and this core is better than the core in 2016. By Jose Ramirez was a question mark. They had him in left field in 2016, if you remember. 2015, they really didn't know on Jose. This core is younger or is stronger and better than the core they had in 2016. They will definitely spend money. We're going to have a great baseball season this year. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great.
Looking forward to that. Finally, our last spit sip jug statement of the day. Nick Chubb is done as a elite running back in the National Football League. Yvette, we're going to start with you on this one.
Gosh, I'll do a small sip.
All right.
Small sip. I think it's like, I think it's obvious that it's not the same. And I think we also still need to give him the grace of the time that he needs to recover from this injury. I don't think he was ready, to be honest. And I don't know. It's so hard to say because, I really hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Roger.
I'm spitting. I only because my knee has been shot since I was 16 years old. I've had 4 knee surgeries. After you have, and nothing like he's had. I'm not saying that, but mentally it takes you a while to you believe that you trust it, you believe you're doing what you would normally, but your mind and your body prevents. You know what? Chubb still looks like he's give him a full off season, playing the rest of this year, a full off season, and come back to camp next year. The confidence and all of that mentally will be gone. That hesitation, which you don't even realize is there. You know what I mean? And one day it'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember I hurt my knee. I forgot about that. You know what I mean? It's I think next year Nick Chubb just needs to just keep working and doing what he's doing, and he's too young to be done. There's guys that ran. Nick Chubb is a guy like a Priest Holmes or a guy he can run until he's 35 years old. The way he maintains his body and what he does, I think he's that type of running back. Where he can run it. He's got at least another 3-4 years in him. I think right now he's just going to come off of this injury, get back to being himself, have an entire off season, and next year you're going to have Nick Chubb back. I really believe that.
All right. I think I'm pretty much on the same page with Roger. I know they changed his contract, restructured his contract, Nick Chubb, and they basically took most of his contract out from under him. I think just to have this opportunity to play on the Browns this year, and I think both sides agreed to do that because they realized, this isn't going to be the same Nick Chubb we're all used to, because unfortunately this injury was just so gruesome. It's just impossible to get back to where he was. And I know he's getting older, but I happen to agree with Roger. I think, he's got the vision. The vision is there. I think he's just not as fast and not able to cut like we've seen a couple plays every now and then. You see a glimmer of it, and I think he'll get that
plant. Back. Yeah. Yep.
And so I believe, I don't think he's even under contract next year. I think he will be, and I think you'll see. Maybe not the Nick Chubb of the greatest years of the Cleveland Browns, but I think he'll be a very exciting player, number one running back that we're all going to be cheering for. So
definitely a Pro Bowl caliber running back again.
I'm spitting.
Absolutely.
That concludes Spit Sip Chug. Sorry, Ed was not here to run it. We miss you, Ed, and hope you're watching.
He said he had a great time. He's probably driving back from wherever he was with his son and his thing. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, he'll be back next week for sure, and the show will benefit from it so much. All right, now we're gonna move it along to our the greatest pool where we all pick
Greatest pool never won.
We've never won, but I think this is gonna be our year. Because Ed just keeps
This will be our year.
He keeps picking the Bearcats. His pool of games is from that game, whoever them or their opponent. So I think without that, maybe we'll be able to break free. Although I am going to ask him for a pick. I'm just not going to let him bet the Bearcats. So log in here. Krista did make a pick.
Okay.
And let me get to that. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on video, but oops. Minnesota. She picked the Minnesota Vikings to cover the 4.5-point spread against the Atlanta Falcons, who
that's a great bet. That is a great bet. I mean, Krista's awesome.
I showed her the schedule. She zeroed right in on that game.
She
knows her stuff. We got to get her on the dog show one of these days. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do it at like 6 p.m. because that's getting close to bedtime. But all right. So Yvette, you're the guest, so you can go next. Any NFL or college game that you want to know the spread of? Not a ton of college games this week, of course, but there are some.
I wish you would have told me this. I would have looked.
I apologize. If you want, we can go the other picks, then we can come back.
Yeah, I can go. I mean, I could look at the schedule real fast and give you one.
Sure. Well, Roger,
go to Roger, and I'll go take a look at it.
Why don't you go?
Man, what's the spread? Andy, give me the spread on the Packers at the Lions, man.
Packers at the Lions. I thought you were going to go there, and I'm not ready for it. Where? Oh, they're playing on Thursday night, of course. The Lions are 3.5-point favorites against the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, man, you know what? What's the Saints-Giants spread?
Let's see. The Giants are getting 4.5 points against the New Orleans Saints.
And the Saints are in New York. You know what? Give me the Lions, man. Give me the Lions at home -3.5 against the Packers. I know it's a division game, but the Lions right now, they've given up like 47 points all year or some crazy. I don't even know. Yeah, give me the Lions.
Okay.
Give the Packers their 3.5.
All right. Yvette is checking out the games.
What about how many do we need? We got one. That's 5, right?
Right now we have 4. Well, we got 2 right now, so we need 3 more.
Yeah.
Eddie likes the Bucks. Unfortunately, I liked the Raiders here.
You like what? The Raiders?
Yes, getting 7.5 against
the Raiders
against the 6-6 Buccaneers. But we could go. You know what, Eddie? We're just gonna go with your pick because you're the man. You scored a date with Yvette, so
I know.
All right.
Sorry.
No worries. Do you have a game?
I was looking at the Cardinals game. The Cardinals.
Ooh,
yeah. Because I take the Cardinals to win. Isn't that our
okay, the Arizona Cardinals are giving 2.5 points to the Seattle Seahawks. So you like?
I think that's a good bet.
I like the Cardinals.
All right, I love it.
Yeah.
Kyle Murray.
The Seahawks are the favorites, right? The Seahawks are the favorites in that game, aren't they?
They are the 2.5-point favorites. Sorry, that's what you said. I have a yes. They're yes.
So I'm taking the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to win.
Okay, Cardinals.
Whatever that means.
I'm saying this wrong.
Good
Cardinals
bet.
are the favorite by 2.5 points, but all they have to do is win by field goal. And
I like that one, man.
All right, well then we'll keep that one. We'll keep that one.
All right. Okay, so we took Tampa Bay. All right, so then I'll make a pick, and then I think that's 5. Yeah, that's 5. If I make a pick, okay. Well, let's see here. Do I take the Browns to come within?
No.
No.
I don't know. I didn't even look at that game. Guess what? Like Ella has her dance recital during Brown Steelers this week.
All right.
I won't even get to watch it.
Hey, you know what's a good game is the Panthers. I was going to take the Panthers. How many points are they getting with the
They're
Eagles?
getting 12.5 against the
I
Philadelphia
would take the
Eagles.
12.5. Man, they're playing pretty good football right
They
now,
are
man.
playing good. I won a lot of money on them last week. All right, we'll take the Carolina Panthers. Drawing
12
this
and a
out long
half.
enough. Getting 12.5. That's a lot of points. And with that, we have our 5, and we're gonna win
All
a
right.
lot of money. Thank God we didn't win
Christmas.
last week. Everyone must have been studying with the days off because I think like 18 teams won, which is
Wow.
unheard of. Usually it's like 2 or 3. So if you won last week, you probably won like $70.
Nothing.
Oh, screw that. Yeah.
Screw
Glad
that.
we're out.
Can you imagine after 3 years of doing this, we finally win, and it's the year
Win and
the
it's
week
70
everyone wins?
bucks.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's our 5, and we're good to go. So Yvette, how's rebuilding your account been going? Tell us a little bit about the experience. I remember when that happened to Joey, and
It happened to me.
it happened to you.
It happened to me right when we met on my birthday, April 15th. I had an account that was 5 years old. I met Nick Carnes. I had like 1,000 follows. And on my birthday, my phone died, and then Twitter wouldn't let me back in. I had to start a brand new account
Oh my God.
in April of 2020. But
So
I
you
was on
didn't.
Twitter for 5 years before that with an old account.
How many followers did you have?
At that time, only like 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
poor Yvette. She was monetized and she was doing amazing. She got that awesome tweet on what ESPN show.
Yeah, it's just I think that like I thought I would take it a lot worse, to be honest. And I haven't really had a moment of being like that upset about it. Luckily, I have so much support from everyone. So thank you so much that I was able to pretty much get my account going pretty fast. And I think what people forget is everybody looks at the number of followers, how many followers you have. But Twitter doesn't look at the number of followers. Twitter looks at your engagement, how many people are following you versus your engagement. So if you have 1,000 followers and 100 people that talk to you, you're doing better than someone with 50,000 followers.
That's right.
You have to understand it's not about the number. It's
That's
about
very
the
true.
engagement. And right now, I already looked and I have over 1 million interactions in my first, like how
Wow.
I've been doing it so far. So I'm happy about that. As long as people, and that's what I have to look at. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm so used to rapid firing something out and getting a response. It's a lot different when you have close to 20,000 followers and I put something out there and the responses are like this. Till now, where I'm going to dead air, but I have to look at, if you look at the number of views, I want people to know this too. Like, if you put a post up and it tells you how many times people have seen it, you only have to go against that number. Don't go against what everybody else is getting or how many other views. Twitter and the analytics and monetizing, they're only looking at you and what you're producing. So if you have 100 followers and you're engaging with your audience, that's all that matters. Don't worry about the number of followers. I think that's bringing people down, honestly, because now the more followers, you better have more engagement. It's like someone I know that might have 500,000 followers. They might think they have a lot of posts, like they might post something and get 1,000 likes and they might feel great about it, but you have 500,000 followers.
Yeah.
Think about it that way. If you get something that has 20 likes with that, like, I think people need to know that. And I think that's the problem, is that people just think of that number. So I'm not thinking about that number. What I'm working on is still being myself and engagement. And hopefully people will continue to talk to me. And I feel like I'll be moving my way back up in no time.
Nice. Have the
Nice.
DMs gotten a little less creepy?
Yes.
That's scary.
Yeah, but they're still
I
I lost all my DMs. I lost everything. They won't let you go back to your account.
Oh, man.
So I think I have to appeal it too. Go back in to get any of my messages or anything like that. But
Yeah,
I
that's
had a
something.
You know
lot
what?
of tea in those DMs, you guys.
It should be like the
You know
Browns.
what?
You have to move, but you still get like to bring all your history with you.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Roger.
Nice.
Roger, I cut you off.
I
What were
was
you
going to say, you know what, man? I was accused of being oh, you're a follow for follow guy, and I've never done that. I've never done a follow train. Any follow I got that's not a bot, which you can't weed them out fast enough. They come if you like delete 5 bots, you get 10 no follows. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it doesn't stop. But I've never did a follow train. Anybody, I appreciate the people that want to talk sports with me. I don't care if it's one person,
Right.
5 to 100. Uh, I do like to when I troll somebody because they have 200 follows, and I'm just guilty of it because it's fun, you know. So, but I really, I mean, you know me, I'll support anybody. I want everybody to be fucking awesome. And because you know what, man, I'd sit around on Facebook before all this and talk sports. This is, it's like a hobby. I never had a hobby. I always played sports. And then when I could no longer play sports, what, I didn't have nothing to do. And now this is, people say that it isn't real life, and it really is. It is real life because we're friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
We've all of us, you know what I mean, have got together, and it is real life, and it's important, and it's a hell of a good time, you know. Um, I, you know me, I'm gonna do this like I said till I'm like 90. I'm doing podcasting.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, like, you got to just keep on going. Because here's what I thought. If I felt that I couldn't get my followers back or getting a following back, then why am I doing this? Because I didn't want to stop there. I kept on I just want to continue to go up. So I'm not going to
Right,
change anything about what I'm doing because that would just be
right,
selling myself short. That's how I feel.
right. Absolutely, absolutely. You
Mhm.
know what, man? I was thinking about this today while I was driving, and when Ed left and everything, and you first came on, and you almost joined us. And I told Andy, I
Yeah.
said she's way too big to join us. It'll be Yvette, Chug, and 2 nerds. Nobody will. She's way too big. She's gonna be way too big. And
Yeah.
you went out and you did. You're just awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
you are a
So
hard
are you
worker,
guys.
go getter.
If you
And
stayed
a
here,
lot
you
of
would have
it's because
never.
I came. You guys were the first
Yeah.
show that I came on, one of my first
You're
podcasts.
a you're
Mhm.
you're a force. If you would have stayed at Dog Jug, Event at Dog Jug, it'd been great. But you're bigger than that. You're bougie. It's bigger.
Who is your so you're watching Sopranos for the first time, which
Yeah.
you've admitted you've never watched. There was a lot of criticism about that admission. There's all kinds of things we've never whatever. Shut up, people. But who is your favorite? I don't know how far you were in. You're like
Okay, so I'm done with the whole first season.
okay. Who's your
Okay.
favorite of like the non-main characters?
Out
Like
of the non, I
like
think I
would
like.
say like out of Tony. Like you can't say
Okay,
Tony.
well, I really like Artie and Charmaine.
Yes,
Good,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
already
I
proved
have
that.
Yes.
yeah, and there's something there. I really like. I just relate to them. I really like them, and I think there's more to happen there. And let me just say this: who I don't like, and I can't even look at your faces because I don't want to know anything. But there's something about the. I'm not looking. There's something about the freaking priest that gives me the freaking heebie-jeebies so bad. I cannot freaking stand him. I'm in season
Because
2, episode 1, and I'm like, at first I was like, okay, but then now it keeps coming. I'm like, there's something shady about that priest. And can I, spoiler alert, I'm just going to say this real quick. Please
yeah,
stop listening if anyone has not seen The Sopranos, because I do not want to ruin it for you guys, for people. Okay, so Pussy just came back.
big pussy.
Yeah,
She's a little pussy.
that's what happened in season 1, like season 2. So now I'm like, so I still don't know if I trust him. I don't know. I don't trust anybody. And then I feel like Polly, like, okay, this is for someone, like I said, from season 1 only. I feel like there's a little power struggle with Polly too. It's Tony. Look, see, I'm doing this with Tony and Polly. I kind of feel like that. And then Christopher, his nephew. he's a loose cannon. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. And one more thing, I think it's funny how young the kids look, because I wonder what they're gonna look like in season 6. Because I'm sure, because right now they still look like kids. Like this son still looks like a baby. Do they? I mean, obviously they got to get older.
I
He
you
survived.
know what?
He'll look like a young man. He gets pretty. Yeah, he gets pretty old by the last season.
Yeah.
I'm going back and I'm going to start watching. I haven't watched them in so long. And you know me, I grew up on Goodfellas and The Godfather. So the surprise, I haven't watched them in so long, and I've watched them religiously when they were, so I got to go back because you got me excited about it again.
I mean,
And so I can watch your podcast. I
yes!
can't wait.
We can drink what? Listen, the storytelling is amazing. I'll see that from The Sopranos. I could tell that first season, nothing happens. I mean, lots of things happen, but I could tell no major things has happened. All the players are there. It's that build up. It's that character development that
Yes,
the writing is freaking amazing. How they can have
amazing writing, the character development.
And there's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
You're getting to learn about all of them. And you know what I mean? It's coming all together, but in a good way where you're not confused. You know, sometimes when a show will give you so many character and storylines, it gets confusing. But the storytelling is so great. The pace of it, like how it's moving. And the mom, if she's faking Alzheimer's and everything, holy crap, she's amazing. She's so hateful. Like, it's so fun to hate her.
She owns every second she's on screen.
She had to win something for that. Did she win she had to win an Emmy or something when that show came out. Like, I
do not believe she did, but man, she was the greatest, I think, on that show, because every second she was on was brilliant and hilarious and terrifying and
yes.
It tells the whole story about why Tony is the way that he is. Anyway.
Yeah. And the acting's so great. It's so like nobody overacts. That's what I love about it. It's nobody's overacting. You know what I mean? It's so like, it's really good.
There's a character.
Yeah, I'm hooked.
There's a character. This is nothing. There was a character introduced, I think season 3, who was just like the wife of one of the mob guys. And they did a contest where they just said the show is so popular. They did a contest and some woman won, some average woman won, and they put her on the show, and she was great, even though she just was a nobody fan, I think. And it's just amazing how well thought out all the characters were, and that the guy that David Chase did that was incredible. So hats off to him, and just keep enjoying it, because it gets
that's what I hear. It keeps getting better and better.
Seasons 3 and 4 are going to be the peak.
I'm so excited. I mean, and it's the perfect time of year. It's so cold, you know, we're at home, and they don't make good series like that anymore. They don't have that. That's why people love this show so much. You know, there's how many shows can you name like this? And I see why, because nobody puts that much attention. Everything's just so quick. Like, Netflix wants to throw you up 12 episodes, you know, really quick. And I heard Sopranos, when you watched it, they took a long time in between the seasons. Like, so that means they took their time with the story. They don't want to rush it, you know. Like Netflix now, they rush everything. You know,
everything's rushed. It's like the second guy that made The Sopranos, Terrence Winter. He made another mob show. It came out about 10 years later. Boardwalk Empire.
I watched that one.
Okay, great. Yeah.
See, I watched Boardwalk Empire, but I think it's because I had Showtime then, and I didn't have HBO when
I see. Well, Boardwalk's great too, but Sopranos is the king. So I'm glad you're watching it, and can't wait to have more conversations about it. But it's a lot of fun. So everyone, go out there and watch it if you haven't. And Pronky wants to know if you want to see his wiener. I don't think he addressed it to you, but I'm sure he was talking about you. Anyway,
he's a dick pic guy for sure.
All right. Well, with that, I think this is we're gonna call it. And this is
a great show.
Thanks for coming on. This was awesome.
Awesome.
I think you were just on like 3 or 4 weeks ago, so we love when you come back. You always bring the energy. Ed, sorry you couldn't be here. Watch Yvette's account just grow and grow and grow every day. What are you at now, follow wise? I know it's all about engagement.
Well, I was almost at 3,000. Now I'm back to 2,800. But you know what? I think they're doing bot flushes, which is fine by me. because
Yes. Get rid of the
it's
bots.
yes. So, like I said, if you guys can see my new handle, if you would please follow me there, that would be awesome because that would be great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Anything coming up on Bougie Sports that everyone should go check
Yes.
out?
Thank you for asking. Well, I have you guys' attention. I would like to tell you guys, everybody, please go to bougiesports.net. From there, you can see everything. We have a lot going on with the squad pod. They're talking wrestling. They got everything going on now. We have Heather going good with her college football, and then we're gonna start a Bougie Spaces pretty soon. So you can keep track of everything on the website.
And there it is.
There it is, right there.
Yes.
That come as you
That
are.
I designed myself, and I try it's so hard, God, but I try my hardest. So it
Wow.
looks good. Now that
This
you
is
put it up there, it
nice.
kind of looks good.
Hey, we
Yes, I
got to
have
get
Boom Boom
together.
Mancini coming on.
Very, very
We
well
need-
done.
We need a
Yes.
holiday show. We got to do a holiday
Yes.
show.
Yes,
And
let's
just,
do one.
I'll-
Like I was telling, or if we do a holiday show, I was thinking we should do a countdown show. You guys are into top tens. I think we should do like a countdown show, best moments of the year, top 10 this or that, this, like scandal, like just talk it like that.
All right.
Like
And then we'll all the Fireball we can drink.
yes. What do you guys think?
We
I'm in.
we love that because it's been a long time since we've done a dog chuck
shit
shit
show.
show.
Yeah.
And I think
Right.
it's time. So
Maybe we'll even like slide into your time slot.
let's
We
do
get
it.
all the girls because it's easier, I think, for us to slide into your time slot than you to slide into ours. So maybe we could even find a Wednesday and do it on your.
We
make it
could
easier.
even
Except
find
we
a
want
Wednesday.
everybody to do it. That would make it.
We can find a Wednesday and like do a 9 o'clock,
Yeah,
and start a
that's
little
a
early,
perfect compromise.
Count me in.
Let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
plan
Guys-
it. We'll get together.
You had
All
me at Fireball.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my God.
All
That's
right,
gonna be
we'll
so much
find
fun.
it.
We'll have
All
to do. We'll have to come up with games or something.
All right.
Because I
And-
think we can. Yeah. We can
And
do.
Eddie,
We'll
you
do a
gotta
Wednesday
make
night,
this-
9 o'clock, Bougie Chug,
and
Yeah.
Christmas special.
Well,
Bougie
Yes.
Chug, Christmas special, 9 o'clock.
Wait,
the
we
dates
have Sherry
be
though.
seen.
We have to make sure we say Christmas / Hanukkah.
yes.
Okay, that
Our
too.
holiday
Yes,
special. We don't want to get canceled, you guys. We can't get canceled. Okay.
that, right. We'll, yeah, absolutely. We'll spin the dreidel, everything.
we have to include it all. Yes.
All right.
Bougie
Well,
Sports Bougie Chug holiday special for all people.
looking
Yes.
forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's not many
Yes.
Sundays to look forward to, so you're going to have to look forward to that instead. But we do have a good games coming up. Steelers week, and we got to beat those bitches just so I can
Yep.
chug 4.
Go
What are they
Browns.
called? Apple
Washington Apples.
Washington apple. out of
Washington
can.
apple, crown apples.
You know they make the best Washington apples out of a can. Everyone knows that. So test that theory. It's gonna be
Woo.
great.
I can taste
Good
it
luck.
right now. My taste
Go
buds
Browns.
are.
Go Browns. All right.
Go
thanks
Browns.
for joining us. And thanks, audience, for tuning in. And let's have fun on Sunday, please. And go Browns. So drink 'em if you got
Browns.
'em. Gonna end it